tayo masyadong mag-effort, may mga tao talagang mas kasundo natin. Sila ang ating mga ka-wavelength, mga taong na-connect tayo on a deeper level dahil gets na gets natin ang isa't isa.
Ano kaya ang tawag sa ganitong klaseng koneksyon para ipaliwalag ang tinatawag na soul group? Kasama natin ngayon si Nick Nangit.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Nice to be back again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Camille kanina, dati soulmates na, ngayon malaki na ang grupo.
Oo, grupo na. Di ba?
Soul
Soulmates lang dati.
group.
Actually, soul group is the bigger version.
Right.
Ibig sabihin, people are part of that. They can be called soulmates, kindred souls, soul tribes. Maraming tawag sa kanila. Actually, yung concept na yon is part of spiritual awakening. It's a Hindu concept. Yung mga Bumbaya, no? Hindu concept to awaken the soul. Yung mga questions like, when you meet some people, or minsan alone, I was telling Gil kanina, no, na alone siya, biglang may times na ayaw niya, nag-withdraw siya sa society.
Okay.
Or minsan naman may mga group na gusto mo kasama ka, or you just look at the person, parang ang lalim ng connection nyo, di ba? Even if you don't know that
even if you
person.
just
Or sometimes
met.
you talk to a person, mga 5 minutes lang, pero it seems like
Right.
ang tagal mo na siya kilala.
That's true,
It's been a
that's
long
true.
time.
Oo.
Because you're part of the soul group.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's members of the soul group from all over.
Yes, yes.
Like people you haven't even met.
Yes, yes.
Do you have a group like that, like a barkada? Do you know the concept of barkada here in the Philippines? Like a group of friends that you've always had since maybe childhood,
Buddies,
ganyan?
like buddies, you know, group of friends.
Buddies, do you have a group like that?
I have, yes, a few, but also a soulmate.
Yeah.
Oh, kilala niya na direct. Ikaw, soul barkada, soul
sa akin,
group.
madami. Marami akong, there are a lot of people I connect with. And gusto kong malaman kasi, is this part of like they might have been like people from your past life?
Exactly, yes. Yes, and not only that, kasi it's not necessarily blood-related.
Yeah.
Pwedeng you can meet people, like you come from a big family, di ba? Si Direk Eric comes from a big family. You have met in the past lives, and you're supposed to learn from each other this time, no? Tapos like in the case of si Billy, probably you meet somebody na you're not at all connected to, you're not at all, di ba, related to, and yet you have these vibes, di ba? You see parang, oh, good vibes kami, or click, di ba?
Right.
That also explains the soul group. Kasi a soul group is not necessarily more than two. It can be just two. You're part of a larger group that you haven't met yet.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yun nga, I'm more interested in learning in mga different, what do you call it, branches or different
Yeah,
like,
yes.
subgroups ng soul groups.
Yes.
So that I can sort of like tell kung ano yung mga klaseng tao yung
Yeah, part of that.
yung na
Nakakasundo mo.
Nakakasundo.
Parang gano'n.
Are you
Part of
supposed
that
to have
is
the same
soulmates.
ugali?
are we
Yeah.
kindred souls or are we
Yes,
soulmates?
yes.
Yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
So,
Soulmates is not necessarily romantic. You can be a soulmate with your brother, your father, your grandfather. You can be soulmates. It is the twin flame that is romantically related. And kailangan pag twin flame, there must be sex. And it does not necessarily have to be female and male. It can be male, male, female, female. Yun ang twin flames. Okay, you're supposed to learn. Di ba there's a saying that, sa mga Hindus kasi, nothing happens by chance. There's always a reason for everything. So you don't just meet people for some reason, but I mean, occasionally, but there is really a reason for you to learn from each other.
So I have a question. So what about the people that you don't like? Na
That's
umpisang
all-
kita mo
yes.
parang parang,
Oo
Yeah.
nga, ano sila
antipati ko
sa'yo?
to. Diba? There are
ang
people
bigas
like that.
ng tao.
Oo.
Kalaban ng
Tama.
group mo yun.
Part pa rin yan nung soul group. Kasi ang soul group, you can be highly attracted to that person. Not on a physical level, more on a spiritual level, more on yung to change yourself, to transform yourself. Kasi yung concept ng Hindu, it comes from moksha. Moksha is
Moksha,
enlightenment.
yeah.
Enlightenment, di ba?
Yeah.
So it's enlightenment. So you're supposed to meet people because you have to grow up to learn from it. Pero you can also meet people na you abhor, you hate. Yung talagang ayaw na ayaw mo.
Right,
That's
right.
also part of the soul group.
So sa mga soul group din pala, may mga kontrabida pa rin.
Yes, lagi
what do
naman.
you call
Hindi,
it?
I wonder
You know
kung
what?
anong grupo yung tawag sa mga ganun.
Yeah,
Yung mga
ano
Kasi
mabibigat
ang
ang
reason
oo.
dyan, may rason dyan eh. Kasi kaya ayaw mo sa kanila kasi kailangan turuan ka ng lesson. Na in the past may nangyari, kaya ngayon you have to learn that. You have to accept and also change that person.
Can you change
What
another
do you call
person?
what do you call those people? Yung mga ganun.
Part pa rin sila nung
No,
nung soul group.
yeah, if they're not soulmates, ano yung tawag sa kanila?
Soulmates pa rin. They're called soulmates
Oh.
kasi soulmates have to learn from each other. So sometimes even in a family, meron kang hindi kasundo talaga, hindi talagang galit na galit ka. Pero hindi mo ma-explain bakit, di ba? But you're supposed to really, you meet. Kasi you know, before we are born here, I've always mentioned that even sa previous episodes natin sa Mars, that souls never forget. So when you are born, lahat ng mga sa Akashic level, okay, na ano natin, na bumabalik dito.
So yung kontrabidang yun na malamang dating
Dati mo
kontrabida
pa,
mo na
kontrabida
rin
yun.
yun.
Or ikaw ang
Or
naging
ikaw ang
kontrabida.
kontrabida
sa buhay
Or
niya.
vice
tama si
versa.
Eric.
Okay.
So ako yung naging kontrabida, kaya ganon.
Oo.
At saka there are ways to recognize a soul group, yung member of that soul group. Minsan eye contact lang, yung malalim, yung when you look at the it's not yung romantic na crush mo siya. No. It's more of parang gusto mo siyang kausapin and then mag-gaang yung loob mo. Or sometimes, ayaw mo sa kanya. Yung nakita mo lang parang ayaw na ayaw mo, pero parang nag-meet kayo palagi. Diba? You always get to see each other, diba?
Alright.
Now, pagka okay siya sa'yo, you share life experiences. Not yung physical level. You share very close yung level nyo. Probably you talk about yoga or meditation or yung mga changing things na for you to grow spiritually.
Kano ba
from what-
kalaki?
yeah,
Go ahead, Cedric.
Yes, from what we've discussed, so you can have many soulmates.
Yes.
Okay.
You can have many soulmates, but you can only have one twin flame.
Okay.
Oh,
Then there you
okay.
go.
And you will not
There
meet
you
your
go.
twin flame unless you are both ready.
Right.
And you can have a husband or a wife, and yet you will meet your twin
Oh
flame.
my God.
And the universe will make a way na para paghiwalayin kayo ng asawa mo. Maybe,
Diyos ko,
Ay, sorry.
Maabot sa ganong level.
Yeah.
So, posibleng may twin flame ka pero hindi ka pa like kasal.
Yes,
Okay
yes.
lang.
O pwedeng kasal ka, tapos mamimit mo yung twin flame mo. Pero gagawa ang paraan ng
Anong
universe.
mangyayari pag nangyari yun?
Pwedeng siya ay kukunin, ilalayo sa'yo. Tapos yung mga anak mo, pipilitin ka na mag-asawa ulit. Or para yun ang paraan para
Pero
mag-meet
paano
na
mo,
yung
mo malalaman kung talagang yun na yun? Yun na siya yung
Oo,
twin
kasi
flame mo.
otherwise,
Because you can meet someone, tapos
Yeah.
infatuation, di ba? And then you think,
Yes.
I'm in love with this person. Tapos siguro mga after a year or two, wala.
Hindi mo kayang mahiwalay sa kanya.
What about this?
Yeah.
When I met my girlfriend,
Yeah.
and I nicknamed her because when I first saw her name, I nicknamed her Malait Kidlat. Because as soon as I
Maliit na
saw her,
kidlat.
from the
Cute.
moment I saw her,
so
I was
cute.
just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I mean, we get along beautifully since. So is that infatuation or?
No,
Twin
it depends. Kasi if may moment
can
na
you tell,
separation,
no?
Kunyari may moment na separation, naghiwalay kayo, tapos hindi mo talaga kaya, and then you will be drawn to each other, then that can be the twin flame.
Yeah.
Pero one thing about the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame is, if you meet your twin flame, one of that will be scared, lalayo. Hindi niya kaya, parang takot siya. So that is one indication.
Then masyadong intense.
Very
Mag-withdraw
intense.
siya. Too
Mag-withdraw.
intense.
So that's unlike a soulmate. Soulmate parang magkasama lang kayo, and then you're happy, pwedeng best
Super
friend mo.
get along.
Oo, super get
Oo.
along. Minsan, yung nag-iisip lang, sabay pa kayo ng iniisip,
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah,
Like,
same.
tara, let's go to a movie. Yung same, di ba? Yung gano'n. Yun ang soulmates. Pero
Or
twin
you sing
flames
the same
differ.
phrase of a song ng
Right.
sabay.
Right.
Or minsan sabay kayo nagsasalita, yung bigla na lang, bakit pareho
Or
tayo?
sometimes magtitingin na lang kayo, nagkakaintindihan.
Yeah.
Yes, tama.
Exactly.
Yun yung eye contact. Yung magnetism is so strong.
And you feel a harmony.
Yes,
together.
yes, yes.
exactly.
These are all part of the soul group.
Yeah.
Marami yan.
Nick, where can they find you?
The usual Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, Nick Nangit.